Tank is
Really?
so fucking boring, dude. It feels like double shield, but there's only one.
Bastion?
Yeah, well, not even just that, just like, well, yeah, I mean, I guess Bastion's forcing, like the Sigma, the
Yeah.
Orisa, shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That it's terrible. But
Yeah.
what would you recommend for? Because I kind of want to go for GM1 all roles, but I noticed because I spent the last since I first started getting coaching like 8 months on tank, so like everything else is so mid right now.
Hanzo is a good shout in this current meta. He's
Really?
actually, I think he's underrated. Yeah, personally.
Yeah, so me saying he thought the opposite, but like okay, I can see that though.
I think he's okay. I think he's okay in the current meta. I just think it's gonna depend on like how you feel with the character. Like anytime.
That used to be the only DPS I would play. So.
Right. And the reason I say that is because he's like a pretty easy DPS. Not gonna lie.
True.
Like once you have the mechanics, which you pretty much will get pretty quickly if you don't already have, like there's not a lot to the character nuance wise. Hanzo, Sojourn is probably going to be a higher peaks than Hanzo for sure.
That's what I've been playing, yeah.
Yeah, definitely higher peaks. It's just going to be a little bit trickier to pick up the character. Like the character feels like you have to kind of get the feel of the character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Ashe falls into that category for me too. Maybe even a little not quite as strong as Sojourn.
I don't know why, but like I can't. Her aim when scoped feels so much different than every other character.
Yeah.
It throws me off. Like, why is that? Fix the game, man. It should be like every
the scoping feels definitely different for me. Like I struggle way more with Ashe aim than I do with Ana aim, for example.
Yeah. Definitely.
Even though my scope sensitivity is technically correct, I know. Really, the only other like easy one, like I can't imagine you want to go the Bastion Torbjorn route.
I like Mei. That's the only.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like that was going to be my last suggestion. Is I would suggest Mei, who I think is really good in the Orisa mirror. She's really good in the Rhine mirror. She's really good in Sigma stuff. And the only thing with Mei is that's like I actually think she's really quite good. It's just going to be like, are you good at her? You know what I'm saying? Like for me, my Mei is like, I don't know if it's like the game sense or whatever, but like my Mei is like probably my best DPS character. Like I feel really intuitive with her, but you have to have like the right instincts, if that makes any sense.
She was the first DPS I ever played in Overwatch 1. Okay. I think I can.
So then I would probably say go Mei, Sojourn, Hanzo, and just see which ones which click better for you. But that pool alone is like really good. You got like your dive option, you got like your brawl spam option, you got your sniper option. I mean, Mei is also Sojourn and Mei are really also really flexible too. Like there isn't. I think Mei versus dive. Like if you're good with Mei is also really good versus dive. I think most people are just bad at Mei and they can't play under dive. But I actually think she's really really good.
I used to watch Jardio and back in the day when dive was meta, and he would just roll.
Just backbone Mei is all you got to do.
Oh yeah.
Because all you do is you just mark angles. Like you just take duels on flanks like 24/7 and just like selfishly wall. Because like if they go like Winston Ball, you got no tank to wall, so you just have to play like super creative with walls. Which that's the type of Mei that I like the most, and I think she's super underrated. That's probably it. I mean, Sombra is really freaking hard. Tracer is not quite.
I wish I could play Tracer, bro.
She's just a unique skill set. It's like Tracer's, Genji, Sombra are all like doable, like pretty decent, but all like require specific skill sets. If you were to do like one character, which would probably be a little bit easier, would probably be Echo. If you were going to go projectile, that would probably be like the safe option. Although
I do want to learn him, or her Echo, but like. I don't know the projectile speeds. I guess I'd have to play it a lot.
Yeah. The only other option I'd throw in there is Soldier because he's easy. I would say.
See, I used to play COD, so that's kind of like, it's too easy. Like I could easily do that, but
Soldier's like the Hanzo of hitscan for me. It's like pretty inoffensive. The functions in most situations, only really bad in like sniper matchups. But even then, depending on the map, you can still function. But yeah, I would say Hanzo, Sojourn, Mei probably your best options given what you're telling me.
And what do you think I should do to like maintain where I'm at as tank? Like how much? I don't know. How much should I play? Like
most people. What I would say is I would hit it hard at least once per week if you can.
Okay. Yeah.
Just I would do that over like playing a couple games of tank every day. I would avoid that. I think. I've never really tested this out, but my gut instinct is to say I think it would be better to just have like one day a week where you like really, really apply yourself and keep the muscle fresh, rather than just because I think doing like a couple games of tank every day would just kind of like, you wouldn't really apply yourself very hard, you know? So it'd be like, I think that would be the best way to do things, is have like one dedicated tank day. Or at least close to a dedicated tank day, you know? Make sense?
Yep. And
Okay.
what do you think about the Alari changes? I feel like, because that's what I was playing for support, but
Oh, support.
it feels like there's such a bigger window to punch.
I have no idea. I honestly, I haven't played a single game of EDR, so I have no idea how she feels. I don't know
Yeah,
how I don't know how big the nerf is. Like the pylon nerf is not that big of a deal. But
really, even the because I feel like the extra 3 seconds is noticeable. Like
I
there's a
thought it
lot
was
of
only
times
2 seconds.
it's from 12 to 15, right?
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, that's gonna be pretty significant. Yeah. I mean, it's more the projectile speed, you know, like more or the
The projectile
size.
size, yeah, that I knew I was hitting shots I wasn't supposed to. Like, and then once
Yeah. I
it
mean,
changed, I
so
was
was
like,
everybody. Um,
yeah,
so I would just say that's gonna be the big one, depending on how that feels. Uh, Gosh, I feel like I honestly have no read in the support meta, but I would say that Zen got buffed, straight buffed.
I got you.
So I would keep an eye on how that shakes out. And
Yeah,
Baptiste also is basically totally fine as well. So I can't imagine Baptiste's pick rate is going to like change much at all. His nerf was by far the most insignificant of all the characters,
doesn't change
because
anything.
yeah, I mean it's like 125 HP, and like you're only 2 seconds on a 23-second cooldown that you're only going to use once per fight anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's meaningless. So it's like Zen got buffed, Bap didn't get nerfed like at all. Ana's nerf is significant. Iliari's nerf is significant. Kirigu's nerf is I wouldn't say huge, but it's definitely significant. Life Weaver's nerf is significant, and the other characters you're not going to want to play. So I would say probably Bat Zen, depending on like what the character is. It really depends on like how big this more than anything else. It depends on the Bastion nerf. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
like it depends on how big of a nerf that was, because the entire like environment is going to change around Bastion, you know. And so like, to be honest with you, like I could see like the Diva changes, like Bastion's gone. We could have like these hybrid Diva changes, like could be in. I honestly don't really know. Because even Sigma is like not that strong of a tank. He's just really good in the meta, you know? Like, so
oh
if the meta
yeah, I
shifts at
knew.
all, then he's gonna just die instantly, you know? Um, who else got changed? A Diva and the Winston ones.
The Diva change. I know they're not that big, but I still like it. Any
Oh,
buffs?
I think it's pretty big actually. Like
I noticed it for sure. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's gonna be like one of those things that's like not like instantly massive, but like everything feels slightly better. You know what I'm
With
saying?
the speed faster, like, can you kind of like shoot a little bit further away? Because that's what it kind of felt like when I played. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, but
Not that far away, but like just a little,
yeah. Crucially, the thing with the movement speed is you're just going to be able to stay shooting for longer. Like if something starts at like 80 straight for like moves outside of your LOS, like you could just keep moving, chasing
Oh
after it
yeah.
faster, right? Like it's like you're able to. It just helps a lot in 1v1s. Like it helps a lot in 1v1s. And then even like the micro missiles is like, I mean, that is like actually crazy accurate. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like that's going to be more of like, I'm trying to think what that would be more useful for. Because if you dive something, you're going to use your micro missiles, right? If you're shooting a shield, you're going to hit your micro missiles more. But what it might allow you to do is you're going to be more accurate, is what it's going to be. I think that's
Yeah.
just the key thing. Whether you're up close or far away, you're going to be more accurate. The closer you get to hit scan, the more accurate you're going to be. Obviously, it's not anywhere close to hit scan, but that's still 20%, 25%, whatever, more accurate because of the movement speed. So yeah, I think the micro missiles is everything's just going to feel a little bit better. Everything's just going to feel a little bit better. Okay, let's take a look here. What is
All right
this?
now, Sojourn on
Sojourn?
LCO. I think it was like High Masters or GM or something.
Okay.
This was such a weird. I went like 24-3 and we lost because Ball just never died ever. He just was the king of gaming.
Okay.
And I already know what you're gonna say about my E's. I low-key want to focus more on, because I get, maybe you can tell me how to use my E's better against like this comp because it was pretty mobile. But I mostly want to focus on my aim because I have a problem. Like, are you supposed to be relaxed when you're aiming?
Um.
Because I stiffen up so much that it like I'll either hit everything or I'll miss like every shot, and I have super low headshot accuracy, but I had 60% like rail accuracy, but not like 10% or 5% headshot.
I would say it would, if anything feels unnatural, then yeah, that would be something that you would hope that gets better with time. I
Yeah.
wouldn't worry about it too much right now.
Okay.
I would.
Yeah.
It might just be a little bit of unfamiliarity, and you're paying more attention to it, and it's actually not any worse than it normally is. You're just putting more. You're thinking about it more, so it feels worse. You know, it's like right now, I'm gonna do something terrible. Your shoulders are a little tight, right?
Yeah. Like my whole arm and everything. Just
Right. But anything that you put attention to, you're gonna feel it more. Let's put it that way. So what I would say is I wouldn't worry as much about it right now, as much.
okay. Yeah.
If is your sensitivity decent? Like, what's
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
DPI?
It's 4,800.
Yeah, so you're fine. The sensitivity is fine. Get your arm, keep your arm involved. Maybe think about relaxing more in your warm up. Like oh yeah, what do you do for a warm up? Do you warm up?
Yeah. You normally just do like a death match, like aim trainer thing.
Mm-hmm. For how long?
Usually like 30.
Okay, 30 minutes. You could probably even cut that down a little bit. To be
Really?
honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. You
Yeah,
could. I mean,
back in the day, I used to warm up for an hour, bro. I was a sociopath. In the, in
a
the
lot of
warm-up
people were
show.
like. I mean, I even did that. Like, I would warm up with deathmatch for 45 minutes to an hour, and sometimes I'd aim train for like 2 hours. I would just turn.
Yeah.
But like, it's fine. Like, you move on. You don't worry about it too much. What I would do then is, if you're concerned about that, focus on relaxing while you're warming up, and then don't pay too much attention to it while you're playing. See if that helps.
All right. Cool.
You may just be paying more attention to it. But yeah, I like Sojourn in this comp. It's good. This is what you use Disruptor Shot in this comp, right? You're not going to like zone an area or secure a 1v1 with this. You Disruptor Shot this here so that she's immediately gone. You throw your Disruptor Shot right in this corner here.
Right.
She starts to take some serious damage. She has to rotate away. It's fine. You use your Disruptor Shot to win a 1v1 or get rid of a 1v1. Does it make sense?
Yep.
That's it. That's all you have to think. It's all you need to worry about. Like right there, it's fine. It's just late and poorly placed. That's it.
I think getting shot into the air threw me off.
Well, the ball is slammed, yeah. And then for this, what do you think? What do you see here?
I don't know.
You're not damage boosted. Right?
Yeah.
So then what do you need to do before you rail?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time like shooting first and then yeah.
Now she is not full HP, but I don't know if you knew that.
I mean, I don't know. I was going for the headshot for sure, but I don't know.
All right, so like if you knew that she was not full HP, then it's fine. You did a good job. You aimed your shot. It's fine. Just make sure that you always get that early damage. Your damage boosted, or you make sure that they're full HP. And this is fine. Careful about doing this.
Just using it just to use it. I went
Yeah. Now that's totally fine. If you were to slide here, what I would do is I would slide to get yourself a better angle and use it here, right? Now that would be ridiculously aggressive, but there would at least be logic behind you using the cooldown. Does that make sense? So never just use it just to use it. That does nothing. And again, with that Disruptor Shot, it's the same kind of thing too, where it's like you use it just to use it. Sombra's over here.
Yeah, I thought she was behind the
right.
thing
Right.
there, yeah.
So it's just like take an extra second, aim the ability. Okay.
Oh, this is so bad.
You know what this would have been a lot easier with? You know what this would have been a lot easier with your Disruptor Shot?
True. I didn't even
So
know I
you
had
use your,
it.
you use
Oh,
your
no, I used
Disruptor
right
Shot
there,
there, right?
Yeah.
Totally whiff it, and then you're here. And then you doubt yourself a little bit. You're like, I don't know if I should, and then you're dead, right? So, GG's. I think this is one of the most challenging things that you could do is pick up a new character. Because all you're going to do is you're going to judge yourself for looking like a total idiot, like you are right now.
Yeah.
Because you know better, right? Because you've played this game for a long time, and you're really, really good at the game. But you're not really good at Sojourn. So this was me with the Sombra. Like when I literally dropped into like Diamond 2 on Sombra. And I was like, bro, I literally suck at this game. What is wrong with me? But it's like, but I didn't know all these techs and I didn't have all this muscle memory, you know, because I'd never played the character before, really, at least anything like this. So it was like I had to like refrain from judgment and just be like, you know what, I'm an idiot. It's fine. Just focus on like actually building these skills. Because like right now, what is this? You know, like why are you railing this guy? Like what on earth are you doing? Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
But just let it go. You know, like that's where you just have to be like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna feed a little bit. It happens. I'm not gonna worry about it. Great job. Also, when it comes to like the disruptor shot, just in general, like if you're not sure that you can lock down that character, don't even worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Good slide, good rail. He gets away. That's okay. I would not worry so much about sliding to avoid slam.
Oh, really? Okay.
Unless there's a combination followed up. But do you know there's no follow-up, so save the slide. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Nice. Again, be careful about the slide in if you don't really have a good reason for it. When should you slide in? That's a good question.
Maybe if you have a pick or your tank's going in and you're trying to go with them.
Sure. Think also about your own personal situation. Remember when you slid on the Ana earlier and fed? Why was that a feed?
Didn't have my E in it.
Right. And you didn't have you didn't have a rail either.
Oh yeah.
You notice that? So what does this slide give you?
Nothing.
Nothing, right? No rail, not even a better sightline onto that Ana. So this is where if you were to slide in, how and where would you do it?
Top on the high ground over there.
Top right. Throw your disruptor shot. At least have a reasoning behind that, right?
Yeah.
This means nothing, does nothing. So don't do it. Sure.
Tragic.
I mean, that's
Come
right.
on, dude.
That's all right.
I know. I saw his head, bro. Give me that.
That's 2 ults for 1, and you're just a little slow in the slide. It's fine. What do you think of that disruptor shot?
I think it should have been maybe. I mean, I think it's okay, but maybe at the bottom of the stairs to hit the Sombra.
You're noticing that the disruptor shot feels a lot better versus characters that are less mobile.
Oh yeah.
And it's weird to think of Sombra as less mobile, but compared to a ball Lucio, yep. You know, because if you get landed right on her, she has to either drop or she has to throw her translocator, which is exactly what you want. I think that's might have even been where you were aiming at. You just missed a little bit.
Well, I didn't want to go too far and like make it completely.
Yeah. Again, with the damage opener, I guess for a little bit, to a little bit, it's also just your Mercy being stupid. Like she really should just be trusting the damage boost on you, but like you're like tracking these rails, and so she's healing you, and then she goes for then you don't get the damage boost on this, right? You notice that? So just keep that in mind. Having a little bit of awareness of when you're damage boosted and not can really help here, because if you see that you're not damage boosted, you should be going for a couple body shots here first.
Yeah, I just have to build that muscle memory.
Close. Disruptor shot's fine. Nice. Nice.
Body shot bandit.
Body shot bandit. Hey, listen, it does the job. No disruptor shot there, please.
Don't ask about that one.
Yeah. And again, this is where it's fine. I don't know if you actually hit a bullet into entry, but surely your Mercy's damage boosting you. You know, like honestly, what is going on here? I don't know what's going on here, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's fine. Yeah, disruptor shot and a better angle. And your team is pushing. You don't have rail, but that's all right. Close. Good discipline on the slide there. Nice shot. Nice. Weird rail there.
I think I misclicked or something.
Okay, makes sense.
Oh, also, what do you think about putting it on primary fire?
Doesn't matter. Most
Really?
most
Okay.
Overwatch League players I know just use it on normal, like M2.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering.
If you have any practice, I'm trying to think. There's another character that has to be accurate with M2 as well.
May?
May, yeah. Most I don't think a lot of players in Overwatch League have it flip flopped. I think it's just normal. The only player, only here where it actually matters, I think, is Kiriko, just because of how many times you have to spam it.
Definitely.
Weird rail there again.
Just too early, yeah.
I think you just need a little bit more, like, your rail awareness is actually not too bad. Like, you do a pretty good job. I think the awareness with the Mercy is definitely the only thing that's really stood out here, and that's as much her fault as it is your fault. But like that, there's still occasional times where it feels like you're just not very well aware of your charge, right? Like 40 charge, he's 2/3 HP. That's just never going to kill him, right? So, and even like dropping here is kind of unfortunate. And then a blind disruptor shot. So it's like, it's a little bit of everything right now with you.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's anything that's egregiously bad, but it's just like, again, another rail that just seems to be nonsensical. You're a 45 charge and damage boosted, but this is still not going to kill her, right? So just hold the charge. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, she should have died there. So, okay. That is also the bad news, though, where it's like, because there is no one obvious thing, you're going to need to work on a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the projectile tracking is probably your strongest point.
Yeah, when I used to do aim labs and stuff, like, my tracking is just years above my flicks.
But even with the projectile, it's pretty decent, right? That one is reasonable. He was pretty low, so you don't need full charge. I will say, you get a little bit antsy when they go behind cover. I've noticed this. So watch this here. 25 charge, you're going to get 35, I believe. 40. I don't know if that one-shot headshots him. I don't think it does.
Okay, well, I guess my thinking in this game was the Genji's gonna get on him too, so at least it's gonna make him like one shot.
Fair enough. Good chase. Good disruptor.
Ah, why didn't I reload? He would have died.
Questionable rail. Unfortunate.
Look at this ball, man. This guy's the stall king.
Well, you guys just don't have a lot of good ball damage outside of damage boost on you.
Yeah.
But your Mercy has spent more time healing your Orisa than she has spent damage boosting you, so. Yeah, you see this, right? Like it's like whenever. Again, the Disruptor Shot, not super good, right? I don't want to see it on Wrecking Ball unless it's to clear mines. Also, when you see somebody going behind cover, just that extra little flick right there, you know, just that extra little flick. Even if like you're at 80 charge. What is it?
That's one of my biggest problems is like over flicking when people are going behind cover, just like not.
Or not flicking at all.
Yeah. But that's what I'm talking about with my hand being tense. Like, well, I guess I didn't flick at all there, but like a lot of times I'll be trying to, I'll either over or I don't know. I guess that's just part of missing, but.
Yeah. Mechanics is hard because the way to look at it is there's different ways of like isolating skill sets that you need to improve, right? Like I need to work at this, or I need to work at that, or I need to break this habit. But then you've been part of this game for a long time. You know that so many of those things just fix themselves. So it's hard to like isolate which ones are actual problems and what ones are you just need to practice more, right? So what I would assume is that for the most part that these are just things that you need to actually practice, maybe give a little bit more attention to, especially in your warm-up. And then really in game, just to when they become the significant problem, then give them the attention that you need. But as of right now, I think there's too many other things that you need to give attention to. I think most of these will probably fix themselves. So they're just not worth your attention.
Right.
Rolled.
Game done.
Nice. Good discipline with the slide there. Not necessary, so hold the angle. I say that when you make it incredibly hard for yourself for no reason at all. Like, look at this right here. 75 charge, she's dead.
Yeah.
Just hold
I
the
got worried
angle.
about my HP, yeah.
She's still healing you, right? So just sit here.
But look, I think once I get like 130, she flies away.
But this, I'm saying right now, shoot her.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know, just shoot her. She's dead. Like, even if the body shot here, she is going to be 50, 40 HP. And you can also, you know the rail disruptor shot combo, right?
What, Disruptor Shot after?
Yeah,
Or
just
before?
immediately afterwards. It's instantaneous. So it's like, the reason why that's important is there's that delay after you rail before you can shoot again anyway. So you utilize that time. So you
Right.
go, and then that's as fast as I can shoot again, right? So it's like, so what you do is in that time, you see that?
Yep.
It's the delay is the art is just so much faster. Like, it's just so much more efficient. So then when you're 1v1ing somebody, you rail, flick your crosshair, disruptor shot, and by the time the disruptor shot is leaving your crosshair, you're able to actually go back into normal damage again. No problem. And this is one of those times where it's really important because,
Yeah, I think I just didn't trust myself to hit the shot.
right, but you need to.
Oh yeah. I know.
Yeah, you know, you need to. You need to trust yourself to hit the shot. Because now you make yourself hard for no reason. Underflick on that one. And it's just honestly, like, you could just see the panic.
Yeah, that felt so bad in game.
Yeah, it's just panic. And now it's like, you know, I don't even know what the deal is. Rail awareness as well here. 35, 60 charge. This is not going to kill the Cassidy, so don't even go for it. It's a waste of a rail headshot.
Okay, yeah.
Take two, like 3 more shots on this guy. 4 more shots even. You're going to have 80 charge, and you're going to one-shot headshot him. Right? I mean, look how low he is, right? Literally 2 or 3 more bullets, and this guy's dead. Literally 2 or 3 more bullets before that rail. And even here, right? Now your brain's totally turned off because you're 10 charge, 85 charge, and you're body shotting a wrecking ball as Lucio is flying in a frame. Just hold the rail, you know? Hold the rail. It's a body shotting a ball is meaningless unless there's literally
How
nothing
are we
else
gonna
to shoot.
kill him, man? He's got like
That's the
one
thing.
death.
And when you guarantee a body shot as well, the T to K isn't even necessarily higher. In fact, I actually would be curious if somebody in chat wants to do the
Really?
yeah, because the delay after shooting a railgun, right?
Yeah.
You could be doing more body shot damage to that guy during that point in time. So if you can't hit a headshot, I'm actually not even certain that the burst is worth.
Okay, yeah.
It's because the burst is only worth it in the squishy because it quickly chunks him down, but it's not. I think it is a DPS increase to hit the rail, but only marginally so.
Yeah.
Yep, good rail or good overclock. Go get him. Okay. Nice shot. No blind disruptors. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's funny because I tell my friend that I coach the same thing with sleep dart, and then I do it on a different character.
That's okay. It's knowledge and skill. Welcome to the club. I like the position. Like the angle. Good target priority here. Rail was okay. I hate to be this like analytical about it, but I do think it's important. So you're at 75 here. You just need to hit like 1 more bullet.
100%. I thought I was hitting something there, and then it never went.
Yeah, it's just a little. I just do not understand what your Mercy's plan is. Like, I'm sorry, I know this is not a Mercy VOD review, but she is dense as all get out. Oh my days, she drops the ball so hard there. Let's actually see what you do with the Disruptor Shot here. That's again where you would go really, right? Immediately, like combo. With Disruptor Shot. Your Mercy is really dense. I'm sorry.
I don't mind.
Alright, we just have to kill. And then again here, right? 100 charge, right? However, you do not have damage boost. And this target is full HP. One shot, then rail. Right?
Yeah.
Because even if you hit that shot, because of the delay before you can shoot again, she will fade. And you will miss your opportunity to get the kill. That's why it's so important. It's always better to front load a tiny bit of damage into rail than the other way around. Because if you rail first, you give them time to use their defensive cooldowns, right? Whereas if you hit a shot first, they have to gamble about whether you're going to use a rail or whether they should use a defensive cooldown. And then you could just hold rail and laugh at them while they use their defensive cooldowns at full HP. Right? Like if you're a Kiriko and I get body shot by a Sojourn, I turn around, I'm 190 HP and she's glowing blue. What do? Do I Suzu? Do I TP? Right? Do I waste my CD? Right? Without them even having to use anything? That's the Sojourn pressure right there. Make them have to solve that dilemma and then you just sit on the rail. You set the tempo. You make them react when you're in that situation. Clean. I mean, that's good. That was good. Very clutch play, actually. I wouldn't mind throwing her here for Disruptor Shot. It's okay to use it there. Or for the mine, excuse me. Yeah, there you go. I was like wondering what you slid, but you got booped. So then you had to slide out. It's fine. Again, this is where a slide is understandable. Do you see how it opens up a different angle? You know?
Yeah.
It's fine to do that. Now, what did I tell you about rail? You actually do a couple body shots first.
Yeah, and then instead of shooting, I went for
You should have railed here. You should have railed here, right? Now, that being said, it still spooks her. Do you see that? So she actually fades. She gets scared. Well, actually, that might have been the blizzard. But yeah, definitely. Once she's here, rail right here. Not Disruptor Shot, rail. Nice. Nice. Freaking hate people like you, I'm not gonna lie. I have way too much PTSD from hearing the slide behind me, and I'm like, run, please, no, don't spy check me, man. Don't slide this. Again, if it's just ball slam and you got an active pocket on you, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like 50 damage, you know? Because you might want to slide in, you might want to slide out.
Where did she fade?
She faded underneath to your left, I think. Like right behind you.
Damn.
Yeah. Behind.
Oh, come on, bro. I could have got that.
My instincts were correct.
I knew it was over once I dropped.
Uh-huh. Not even bad, you just missed the rail. Still winnable, though. Very winnable. You guys are up to. Surely.
That's when I knew it was over. That was the real moment.
No.
I was tilted.
Yeah, you just ended up on the floor when you didn't need to be. Good position here. Grab the mini. Get rolled.
Yeah.
Get rolled. Wait, how much HP? I'm gonna guess 3.
25.
14. Oh. I win. Actually, smack dab in the middle.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We were both wrong perfectly. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Okay, so you know the routine. Sojourn. What do you got? Really nothing super fancy, right? Like nothing, maybe a couple of things like the rail animation canceled is a good reminder for the Disruptor Shot, right?
Yeah.
Couple of little things, right? But for the most part, just not exactly teaching, just reminding what needs to be practiced.
Right.
You tell me what needs to be practiced.
holding rail, like not using it at low charge, or if I'm not damage boosted, doing the combo of shooting and then railing.
Holding rail, um, HP, rail, rail. Using it when they are one-shottable. Paying attention to mercy boost. Not opening with rail on full HP targets, etc. Always a couple of factors. Okay, what else?
Being more disciplined with slide, whether it's if I'm using it to go in, using it to like create a different angle, or to follow up, like if we get a pick, to go in further, or to
Uh-huh.
use it to get out, obviously. And knowing like what damage is relevant, where I need to slide like the ball. For the most
Yep.
part, I don't have
Yep.
to always slide out of it
Yep.
unless they
Yep.
have a combo.
What else?
I'm trying to remember.
Disruptor shot.
Uh,
Remember?
oh yeah. Using Disruptor Shot for 1v1s. Don't use it on ball ever. Or using it to like clear mines or clear corner or something like that.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep. I think for you, it's just going to be about repping these out, one at a time and building more muscle memory for each one of these.
right.
Any questions?
Uh, no, I think it all makes sense.
It's a lot simpler than our tank reviews.
Oh yeah, 100%.
For sure.